Okay,
Yep.
Mr. Pope, we'll call to order this meeting of the Board of Equalization of the state of Tennessee for October 2025. I'm David Lillard, Vice Chair and Vice Chair of the Commission. And Mr. Pope, would you call the roll?
Miss Betty Burchett, Mr. Jeff Fleming,
Here.
Commissioner Jaragano,
Here.
Miss Erin Merrick,
Here.
Mr. Trey Hargett,
Here.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Here.
Mr. David Treasurer Lillard.
All right, I'm here. All right, that gives us a quorum. Next item is the public comment period. Mr. Pope, would you handle this item?
Yes, we did receive 2 commenters requesting to present public comment. I believe one of our commenters should be joining virtually, and then we have one person physically here for comment today. Our first commenter our first person requested public comment was Mr. Peter Mayer, requested to comment on 2 agenda items. As keeping with the rules adopted by this body, each speaker has 3 minutes to present exclusive of questions. I will time them, and I have my handy dandy binder to show when they 1 minute remaining and when their time has elapsed. With that, I will just make sure our communication and our virtual attendees are working for Mr. Mayer. I'm looking to see if I see him online. Mr. Mayer, if you're joining us online, could you give us a shout? All right, I do not hear anyone, and I don't see anyone in our attendees list under that name. So if we wanted to proceed with our next speaker, I would suggest that.
All right.
Our next speaker is Mr. Will Danami, who will be joining us out here at this front table. Mr. Nanami, the same things go. The red light means stop, green means go for when you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, members of the State Board. My name is Will Danami. I'm here on behalf of Assessors of Property to speak in favor of the rules that are being proposed. And I want to start by saying thank you to Mr. Pope, who worked with us, and we had a number of changes, and we sincerely appreciate Mr. Pope going over those. We think the rules are very good and much needed. There was one thing that the assessors wanted to include that's not included, which wasn't really part of the initial package, and that deals with the circumstance where a taxpayer is appealing because they were denied tax relief or they were denied an exemption. And so the way it's structured, the assessor is a party in those cases. And there's a mechanism for the assessor to be dismissed from the case. And there's a mechanism to have the appropriate people who made those determinations appear, but they would like to somehow automate that maybe in the future. So I just lay that out there for you to think about maybe at some point in the future. Assessors appreciate the rules, appreciate Mr. Pope, and hope you'll adopt the rules. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions, Mr. Domini, about his comments?
Treasurer, he still has 2 minutes left. He's
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
We appreciate
everybody.
Time. We appreciate the gift of time. All right. Thank you. All right. That concludes that item. Next item is item 3, review and approval of the minutes of August 11, 2025. Any questions, comments, discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve? All right. Motion to accept and a second. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed?
Aye.
I guess I have to call the roll since we
Oh,
have the
I'm sorry, I apologize. We do need to call a roll call for our virtual
roll since
attendees.
the comptroller's on the video here. All right, so call the roll, Mr. Pope, on the motion to approve the minutes.
All right, Miss Betty Burchett, Mr. Jeff Fleming,
Aye.
Commissioner Jaragano,
Aye.
Secretary Hargett, Ms. Erin Merrick,
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard.
Aye. All right, the item's approved. Next item is item 4, review and approval of assessment designations. We have no candidates for that, is that
Yeah,
right?
we did have this on the calendar. I believe after noticing that, we didn't actually have any candidates for this meeting, and so we can proceed with our next agenda item.
All right, next item is number 5, which is review of reappraisal plans and programs, pages 14 to 130 in your materials.
Mr. Macy Brower is joining us at the podium or at the table. We also do have Mr. Javier Bailey, I believe, in the audience gallery today as well, if you would like to hear from him.
Okay.
Green go. Yeah.
Good morning, Chairman Lillard, members of the board. Thank you for the time today. My name is Macy Brower. I'm Assistant Director with the Division of Property Assessments. Tennessee Code annotated 67-5-1601 requires each county to prepare a plan of reappraisal for approval by the State Board of Equalization. In the 2025 tax year, 20 counties completed revaluation and submitted plans for the next reappraisal cycles. We have all 20 of those plans reviewed for content and accuracy. Also, Weakley County has requested to revise their previously approved reappraisal plan from back in 2023. They are moving from a 5-year to a 4-year reappraisal plan, putting their next revaluation in the 2027 tax year. The division has provided a memo recommending board approval of these reappraisal plans, and I will answer any questions the board may have.
Okay, do you want to just explain briefly the issue with Shelby County here, because I believe it's not quite fully ready for today, is that right? We're doing it, we've been asked to approve it contingent on
Right.
by the county.
We have the plan and the resolution. Everything is in order for Shelby. The only thing that we're missing from Shelby at this point is a signed memorandum of understanding, which is an agreement between Shelby County and the Division of Property Assessments. But contingent upon that being submitted, DPA is good with Shelby County's plan.
Okay, Mr. Bailey, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For some reason, this year, the county executive, the county mayor, the county attorney decided that the last clause in the MOU she felt it requires county commission approval. So after everything, the county commission has voted and approved the plan, and we've submitted it to the DPA. We've submitted it here today. But the reason we're here with a subject to clause is that the county attorney wanted to get the county commission to at least review and agree to that clause in the MOU. So I think it's perfunctory. I believe that there'll be no problem getting it signed off on, but we did not want to have to wait until your next meeting in April before, which would have us operating a full year without an approved plan.
Okay, I noticed the resolution of the county commission, proposed resolution in the materials, but is it set on a particular agenda for the county commission at this point?
I believe that will be on their next committee agenda just to approve the MOU. That's it. Okay. The resolution has been approved. It has also been signed by the county mayor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Macy, I assume the division is recommending approval with that contingency. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
We are recommending approval.
Okay. All righty. Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Appreciate your help. All right. Thank you.
Question, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr.
Yes,
Chairman.
Comptroller.
Thank you very much. And thank you, of course, to the division and Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey, can you talk in particular about your relations with your municipalities in Shelby County? How you worked with them to come to this plan?
I submitted a copy of the plan. I personally submitted a copy of the plan to all of the municipalities with the exception of Lakeland, Tennessee, only because I could not reach anybody there. They're all part-time, and I could not reach anybody there in order to submit the plan or talk to them. I also, initially in the plan, we reserved the right to upon passage of appropriate legislation, we reserve the right to do indexing in the second year. The commission voted to take that out after talking to the municipal mayors. And so the resolution that was passed and the plan that we submitted here today does not include indexing. They want us to come back and amend it later if we choose to, but they did not want that in the plan that we submitted to you today. So we've been in constant contact with the municipal mayors, and I visited, like I said, all of them except Lakeland. I personally visited them.
Thank Thank you very much. Just wanted to get that out there for the record. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Comptroller.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, Secretary.
And thank you. And forgive me, it's not relevant to the counties we're discussing today, but do you know of any counties out there now trying to go to an every other year appraisal?
So
And I'm sorry, not for you, Mr. Macy, I
okay.
apologize, but if you want to weigh in,
that's okay. I don't.
I'm close past the sale.
Currently, I'm not aware of any counties that are down the field regarding going to an every other year reappraisal. There are some counties that ask questions from time to time, but I'm not aware of any that are actually pursuing that at this time.
I just picked up recently, maybe Davidson County was thinking about going to an every other year reappraisal, but you're not hearing that.
They submitted, I believe they submitted a 3-year reappraisal plan in the April meeting earlier in the year.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about 2, so that's kind of thought they'd just been approved for that. I was going to be surprised if they were going to 2.
Yeah. Currently, Sullivan County is the only 2-year reappraisal county in the state.
Thank you.
Secretary, if I might, just to put this on the record, I may be taking some liberties here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Shelby County, and I'm not even counting the municipalities, but Shelby County government, because of the sales ratio application, lost $32 million every year for the last 2 years. And then when we calculated I sit on the subcommittee with the CFO, the county CFO, and the county trustee and the county budget director. When we did the budget projections for this year and we had to come up with a calculation for the certified tax rate, we had to, according to the rules and according to the statute, we had to start with that $32 million missing. That's a lot of money for any municipality or any county to lose out of its budget, particularly since there has not been an effective tax raise, property tax increase for 15 years in Shelby County. So we wanted to include the indexing in hopes that we could offset some of that. But again, here we are, and I'm just saying I want to be clear and I want to go on the record as saying something has to be done because that is really, I know it came from a court case, the sales ratio, and I know how the statute reads. I know what the rules are. I've been doing this a long time, but I'm telling you that it is devastating fiscally for a county to lose that kind of money. And so we're going to have to do something. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I just wanted to say that since you brought up more frequent reappraisals.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Trexler.
Mr. Chairman,
Comptroller.
thank you. I want to agree with Mr. Bailey. I'm proud that my home county of Sullivan County has moved to a 2-year cycle. What Mr. Bailey described with the application of the sales ratio, he described from the angle of being detrimental to the revenue stream of Shelby County. But let me say, I think it's particularly detrimental to the long-time homeowners. When you have to apply the sales ratio, you're basically discounting what is largely commercial property at the sake of residential homeowners. And so I'm an advocate for more frequent reappraisal. I think that's how you eliminate the need to apply the sales ratio. I'm disappointed to hear that probably because there's a misunderstanding about indexing, that it's not being utilized as a tool. But we have had a number of counties in Tennessee that have chosen to shorten their reappraisal cycle. And I just wanted to speak up as a believer in that on behalf of taxpayers first, and certainly local governments at the same time. Thank you very much.
Okay, any other questions? All right, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
I would like to add, just as a practical matter, Treasurer, I understand the need for more frequent reappraisals and more timely information. Also, I do get concerned whenever somebody may feel like there's inequity and they want to appeal. the slowness of the appeals process sometimes, you know, you're trying to appeal 1 year and next thing you know, 2 years later, you still haven't gotten adjudication on your original appeal. And so that's just a concern that if we do go to more frequent reappraisals, we've got to figure out how to adjudicate these much more quickly.
Yeah, I want to give Mr. Pope here his kudos. We have been moving through appeals pretty quickly now. We're having status conferences, and Shelby County had the largest backlog of appeals. It was over 4,400. I attended a meeting about 6 years ago with you.
Yes, sir.
And you said you guys got to reduce that backlog, and we did. In 2022, I believe, we settled as many cases as we could, you know, where we didn't have evidence to the contrary, and we've reduced that backlog to almost nothing.
That's good to hear.
And now there's a policy, I've initiated a policy that there can be no backlogs in our office. If it looks like something's going to go over, they have to bring it to either me or the assessor, and we have to sign off on it. So we're trying to keep that down.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey.
Thank you.
I promise I'm done, Treasurer.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for your participation here. On item number 5 here, review of reappraisal plans and programs. The chair moves approval of that item. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Giordano. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Pope, would you call the roll on the motion to approve?
Yes.
Sorry. Mr. Jeff Fleming,
Yes.
Commissioner Giordano.
Aye.
Secretary Hargett, Ms. Erin Merrick,
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard.
Yes. All right, that item's approved. Next item is item number 6, review and certification of 2025 ad valorem assessments of public utility and common carrier companies. These are on pages 131 through 218 in your materials.
These are actually 3 distinct action items you'll receive as well. So in order, we'll have our first recognition of Mr. Moody for any additional changes, recommended changes from the Office of State Assessed Properties. Then the second item is recognizing any potential appeals that were filed. And then finally, 3 certification of the final assessments as amended by those first 2 items, item A and B.
Okay, Mr. Moody, you're recognized.
Good morning. I'm Greg Moody, the Director of the Office of State Assessed Properties. Good to be with you this morning. We reappraise our public utilities annually, and we have completed that this year. The first item is the recommendation of 20 properties, companies that have filed amended returns and or filed the proper documentation to let us know that they have closed business. So we would ask that be approved.
Okay. All right, there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Giordano seconds it. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the roll on the motion to approve item 6A.
Miss Betty Burchett?
Yes.
Mr. Jeff Fleming?
Aye.
Commissioner Giordano?
Aye.
Secretary Hargett? Ms. Erin Merrick?
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower?
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard?
Aye. All right, that item is approved. All right, next item is item 6B, referral of matters requiring hearing. Mr. Moody.
Oh, that's actually for me.
Okay.
We had left this on here just in case, but we did not receive any appeals to the board of those public utility assessments this year. So I know I had it as an action item, but there's no action for this today.
Okay. All right. The next item is item 6C on certification.
And so we were just certifying, I think, believe that draft resolution is included. Those would be basically the assessments as changed from item 6A.
Okay. Any questions or comments at this point on item 6C? Seeing none, chair moves approval of item 6C. Is there a second?
Second.
That's second by Ms. Merrick. All right, seeing no discussion, call the roll on the motion to approve.
Ms. Betty Burchett. Mr. Jeff Fleming.
Yes.
Commissioner Giordano.
Aye.
Secretary Hargett. Ms. Erin Merrick.
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower.
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard.
items I approve, and that's aye on my part. All right, so that item is approved, item 6C. Item number 7, review and approval of amendments to contested case procedures. Mr. Pope?
Yes, thank you. I'm pulling up my summary. So these contested case procedures, we initiated these through a rulemaking hearing where we received public comment and feedback regarding the proposed edits. As a result of that, we did respond and adopt many of the changes that were recommended. These rules govern the contested case procedures applying specifically to appeals with the State Board of Equalization, involving the classification, valuation, exemption, and related matters. The proposed amendments are primarily technical and are intended to clarify existing processes without changing any of the substantive rights or responsibilities of the parties. Many of the changes include formatting improvements, consistent capitalization of defined terms, refinements of requirements for initiating an appeal, submitting filings, and authorizing agent representation. These updates importantly remove references to the Assessment Appeals Commission, which was sunset a couple of years ago, which no longer exists, and clarifies the process for review of those administrative decisions, as you've already experienced in these board meetings a couple of times now for when you've had appeals of those AJ decisions. Additional clarifications regarding exemption appeals, tax relief appeals, and filing protocols were also one assigned to the Administrative Procedures Division to help clarify where people need to submit their documents timely. Happy to answer any questions other questions you have on this as well. But there are before you for approval, and we will do that roll call on it as well.
All right, are there any questions or discussion on item number 7? All right, seeing none, do we have a motion to approve item 7? All right, Ms. Burchett moves it. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Merrick. All right, seeing no further discussion, Mr. Pope, call the roll on the motion to approve.
Ms. Betty Burchett. Mr. Jeff Fleming.
Aye.
Commissioner Jaragano.
Aye.
Secretary Hargett. Ms. Erin Merrick.
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower.
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard.
Aye, and that item is approved. Before we go on to adjournment here, I just wanted as an administrative matter, when I asked Robin to look at why on the screens that are in the room, the name is reversed, the lettering is reversed, State Board of Equalization. Even the comptroller's logo is reversed, so.
I will say I'm
on
watching
that,
it.
but, yeah.
I'm watching it on my computer, and it's correct on my Teams meeting. So
Oh, really?
that's an
Okay,
interesting.
so those who
phenomenon.
are seeing it can see the correct version, but
We
I
should
don't,
probably let the general public know that we are not under distress.
is that right?
Right.
Okay, we're not flying our flag backwards or upside down or anything like that. Okay, all right. Well, just a note for the record, okay? Or not for the record, but for the point of getting that corrected. All right, anything else to come before the board today?
I would just note that immediately following our regular meeting, we have our audit committee meeting where I'll be presenting to them. That's going to be Secretary Hargett, Commissioner Jaragano, and Ms. Betty Burchett, who will, if I could ask you, just remain in the call, and we'll start as soon as we can.
I'm sure that'll be highly exciting and more widely attended than the main meeting even, so.
Increase the bandwidth.
Right,
Okay.
okay. All right, seeing nothing further, Chair moves that we adjourn. Is there a second? A second by Commissioner Jaragano. We'll call the roll on the motion to adjourn.
Ms. Betty Burchett. Mr. Jeff Fleming.
Aye.
Commissioner Jaragano.
Aye.
Secretary Hargett. Ms. Erin Merrick. Comptroller Mumpower.
Yes.
Treasurer Lillard.
Aye. All right, we're adjourned. Thank you very much for your service to the board and also to the state of Tennessee.